Hey ho, we're online. Hi, I'm Jim, and this is my stream. Welcome to an ongoing thing I try to do every Monday, Modeling Mondays. I'm going to do this a little early today. Usually I do it at 9 p.m., but we'll see what this time is like. It's Martin Luther King Day today, so in remembrance of his service to our country and to all social justice warriors out there. I really do believe that we need to have justice under the law, and the law needs to treat all people equally. All right, without further ado, I'm going to continue with a sculpture I began in Oculus Medium. And we are in ZBrush now, so I have a lot more control over it. The original object was pretty rough, and I've been playing around with it, getting it closer to the closer to the original drawing, and less fumbly and crappy. Because I mean, ZBrush is basically what I use all the time, and Oculus Medium is sort of a fun new way of hashing out complicated shapes, especially if you're doing some kit bashing type stuff. But yeah, it's not really good for refined things and things that require masking and just refined stuff. So, okay. Anyway, I'm going to start working on this. Put some music on for myself. Unfortunately, you will not be able to hear it because I'm tired of dealing with YouTube flagging everything. So. Anyway, yeah, so join me in the chat. I will try to respond to anyone who shows up in there. There. Cool. Let's see. Mr. Cumberbun. Alright, so we want to have that as a separate piece. The collar is a separate piece. That. All right, so this worked successfully last time. Dynameshing with groups turned on will actually turn these pieces into, wait, do we want to do that? All right, before I do that, because really all I want is this cummerbund and maybe the collar, but I want to keep the rest of the tails and everything intact, so I'm going to duplicate this before I do that. And I'll just see what happens. So dynameshing with groups on should give us a nice division of all the pieces, and turn that to this. Control Shift, and so basically I want to keep that and throw away that. So I'm going to delete hidden. I still have the old version of it. Yeah. Alright, so I'll just delete hidden. Where are you? Delete hidden. Split hidden. Alright. There we go. I should really put that in the toolbar over here somewhere. All right. Let's go and expand that puppy out. Deformation we will increase. Infiltrate. Oops, not too much. Not that much. If you just like even breathe on that friggin' button, you can't. The one problem about all these sliders that ZBrush has is if you use a pen tablet for most of your stuff, pen tablet does not give you control. You need to actually be able to click on it without sliding. I don't know. Anyway, let's see, inflate balloon, I want to do 0.5. Yeah, just a tad. Oh, maybe a little more. Okay, that's good. Alright. And bring back our other thing there. Okay. Actually, probably need to expand this a lot more now that I look at it. Deformation. No, not spherize. There we go. Okay. So let's just do what color cummerbund do we want to give them? A red cummerbund, of course. Oh, I guess we ought to probably colorize our shite. Yep. Okay. We could always change it later. Alright, red cummerbund. Where's that fill? Nope, didn't put it there. Hey, there we go. Alright, so I would like to do, let's see, maybe a clay buildup brush. That might work, but it's a little too chattery. Maybe. Nope. Not sure if I like that yet. Why can't I do that? Cannot draw a straight line or a not so straight line. Actually, I kind of like that chatteriness now looking at it. Kind of looks more like a real cummerbund. That stuff I don't really care about. Yeah, if you don't see it, don't do it. Okay, and let's try a little trim polishing. Okay, I'll just yank on that. And let's dig into this guy here. Where's the damn steering arc? There it is. Cool. All right. Let's take a look at the whole guy here. Okay. Let's do the collar up here. Should be a white collar. Let's see here. Actually, so we got a collar, and it actually should come together there. So let's move. Wait. Actually, before I do anything else. All right. Okay, I should probably separate the cummerbund actually. Split hidden. There we go. I won't get into trouble with the cummerbund being in the same layer as the collar. All right, let's work on this collar. Ooh, no, do not want that. All right. Let's see, I am doing the outer edge of that, so, oh, no, no. All right, think about what you're doing. There we go. No, there, better. All right. Now, let's see. What do we want to drop down? We want to bring this down so that the collar can pop up a bit. If I just did an invert, that wouldn't work. I can move all of this up. And then a little bit out. And then I'll start pulling it down a little bit. Move. Move topology. Oh, no, too big. There we go. All right, so I got a nice little flare out there. Raise this collar up a little bit so that it's kind of evil. Sharp, evil, sharp, sharp and evil. All right, and I'll just do a couple of little trims up here to give it harder edges. Let's go around this edge here, give it a nice crisp one single. So I think a lot of the things I've noticed is that broad strokes are what you really need to have for a character. You gotta have nice, not a lot of little strokes, because essentially those wind up just looking as noise on the character. And you don't want noise, because you want the character to read well, in other words, be visually interesting and definitive at a distance without there looking like he's got a bunch of flyaway problems, like essentially garbage that, or it reads as just bad design when there aren't straight edges. Looks messy, essentially. I guess that's what I'm getting at. All right, moving. Stop talking. Start doing. All right. Definitely need to remesh this. And are we in? We're probably not in that mode anymore. All right. So Dynamesh. Oh, we are. Why is it not? There we go. Although I gotta stop using Dynamesh because there's actually some really cool new stuff here where I can add more intensity to the subdivision just by, nope, wrong direction. I keep forgetting how to do that. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is something that Sculptress, the free program, has had for years, and I'm like, why don't they have this in ZBrush? It would make it so much faster. And they finally got around to basically putting it in there. Ah! That's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, so that's actually not what I want. So this is a collar that's going there and then coming back around. And then this is the edge of the collar going the other direction. Okay, there we go. So now this is the possibly the undershirt would be right there, and the tie would, okay, so it doesn't really matter because the tie should actually be right dead center here, and the tie should actually go across there, or actually right there. So all of this needs to go away. Which I wonder if I could use inflate. Let's see. Well, actually, sometimes you don't want to have that on. Yeah, it'd be way faster if I brought down the res. Going up the other direction. Ooh, too much. See, it doesn't really seem to do very much. Oh wait, is masking is on? I thought masking turned off. I don't know. That's odd. Okay, so the smaller you go, let's check out that. Okay, yeah, smaller you go, the less it decimates the mesh. So yeah, that's a little safer. Okay, nope. Huh? Hey, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So this is all to go in the other direction. Deformation. Gotta use my pen, or turn off my pen, or stop using my pen. Ah, wrong direction. Okay. Inflate balloon, deflate balloon. Okay. Kinda close enough. I'll fiddle with it. Looks like that could have been higher resolution. Yep. Oop. All right. Let's go back in here, start refining that again. I'm trying to do less strokes. Now, I don't know if I'm actually succeeding. Ah, God. Turn that off. Way too intense. All right. And I gotta puff the collar up a little bit. Why is it? Huh. It does not look like the fall off of. It doesn't look anything like the fall off that I'm seeing in the. I'm going to complete a sentence eventually. What I was getting at is that the visual thing that shows me what the fall off should be is not equating to the fall off that I'm actually getting with the brush. Even if it is just a mask, it's like, why is that not doing what it says it's supposed to do? All right. Move brush. No, not that. Not a good effect. Trim polish. Too much going on there. All right. Guess I need to make a tie. Looks pretty good. Turn that back on. Turn all that back on. Where's the neck? There it is. Okay. All right, duplicating. Let's see, I need to build this as a separate thing because cummerbund goes inside that, which, why did I don't know, screw that up. All right. duplicating. Oh, I already duplicated that. Derp. Super derp. Alright, let's... Wait, what do we have here? Let's not go crazy. See what we have. We got collar is coming out side of that. We want to get this thing as a separate piece. And alright, so that comes over. And I'll just pull that out. And honestly, that needs a taper there. So actually, what I need to do is make this needs to be separate. Alright, so yeah, that's going to lay on top. And this whole thing needs to be pulled down before I do that. Alright. Okay, gotta plan this out a little bit better. I'm going to delete the backups that I made because I don't need those. Yeah, I need to have that one. Before we go any further, oh wait, let me make sure I keep that. Yeah, all right. I'll shave this back. Oop. Nope. Yeah, there we go. I got a nice hard edge. And it should go all the way around to the back. Actually, I should make this a little bit heavier duty. Alright, yeah, so that'll be a nice collar. Let's take this and move it back down a little bit. Alright, so make that a separate group. Oh shoot. Alright. Well, actually, that may not be that bad. Yeah, because I've already sectioned that out. So I'm gonna just move this down a little bit. Change the fall off. Do a move tool, regular move tool. I think really need to put that at the bottom screen over here. Let's do that real quick. Tired of having to go back there. Trying to speed up my process. Alright, so we need to enable customize, and then we need to stick. Let's move that draw. Okay, there we go. So what would I prefer? Move topological. I use that not as much as move regular. So put move regular down here just by pulling. You can use Control and Alt at the same time, and you can pull it down into there. Good. And I'm going to save that as my interface. Save UI. Now, I just want to. What am I going to do? I want to store config. Okay. I guess I'll just save it for giggles. And ZBrush and custom user interface 2018. Oh, actually it's 2019 now. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So I wanted to drag this down a little bit. What the hell is that? No, that should not be there. Is that on the same? Yes, it is. All right. What the hell? Oh, okay. turn that up all the way. There we go. Actually, let's just get rid of all that. Okay, I don't know if I like what I did there, but who cares? Alright, I'll just expand it. Control A, there we go. Okay, now I got two separate groups. No mess, no fuss. And I'm gonna move so that to basically go down. Whoa, no, no, no. There we go. Okay. All right, let me prep that. Looks pretty close to what I want. I'll maybe make this a little bustier later, so. Actually, let's do all that now. Turn that back on. So I want them to continue to look thin, but also need to make sure that. Actually, let's look at the side view here. It's a side view show. Hey, he could still come out a lot more. Okay. Now I have consistency all around. And I'm going to duplicate this. And now we're going to do the magic of, what is that? Actually, I wonder if I could just, let's try some other techniques. See if it gives us another, a more interesting result. The group loops, insert edge loops around poly groups now. Edge, what does all that stuff do? When a portion of the mesh is hidden, adds polygons to the edge of the polygons which line the more. Da, 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 da. Group loops, fruit loops. I'm not sure if I like that. Okay, how about panel loops? Oh, that's a better result. Yeah, I seem to remember panel loops being good for making clothing, so let's do that. And now that we've done that, now let's also remember, so it was hidden first. We just got the layer that we wanted to, oh, thickness. I wonder if I can raise, let's see what happens if I increase the thickness by 0.03. Ooh, okay, yeah, so I did automatically what I wanted to do anyway. Maybe a little too much. So let's, 0.02 that, and undo. And let's see, is it adding anything here? It's beveling. I don't know if I like a bevel, so let's try turn the bevel off and see what happens. Okay, that gives us exactly a clean edge. Relatively, it'll be easy to clean that up. Let's see if we like what this does all the way around. That's not bad. All right, I think I'm gonna go with that. Might even just keep that as a layer, because now I have that inner and outer edge defined. And let's turn that back on. Wait, did we lose that? Okay, we can't even see it anymore. So, so what I'll do is, yeah, I really kind of like this. So let me just go in here. Oh, this is all one piece right now, but that's okay. So we're just gonna go in here. Oop. One stroke at a time. All right. So basically I'm just gonna deflate that area. And let me just actually separate these groups here. Okay. So yeah, so now we got that and the inner part separate. Sweet. So I should be able to just sort of bring this in here. Deformation. Deflate. Deflate that balloon. Wait, what's going on here? That's weird. They're not connecting it? What the hell? Oh, it separated them? Oh shit, it separated them everywhere. Yeek. Not what I wanted. Alright, let's let's stop that from happening. That's bad. Where was there a thing here that? Okay, so if you edge loop, you basically remove the. You separate the pieces. Where the hell is that? Loops, double should have. Oh, keeps them. Okay, so that literally does make them into clothing panels. Oh, all right. So if I. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to be fast, so let's try not to dwell on these things. I think if I just merge that back together by hitting... Alright, let's try this out. I will complete a sentence, I tell you. Alright, so I'm going to weld the points. Maybe that'll weld them all back together again. Go a little higher. Cap holes, maybe... I shouldn't have done. Whatever I did there was probably a bad idea. In fact, let's go inside this model for a second. Just to, we got two faces here. I'm gonna just okay. That is double-sided. Ooh, not good. How did that happen? Yeah, so this panel loop thing, you have to be careful. I just made the model much more complicated. So let's go back a couple steps because we don't want to do that. Unfortunately, some of that cool stuff we just did, I have to undo all the way back to before. Okay. So, yeah, all right. We don't want it two-sided. Just want to do regular panel loops so we don't lose our mind trying to clean up bullshit. So if I could find the panel loops again, where the frig did I put them? Okay, there we go. Edge loop. Panel loops do not double, just regular. Let's do one loop. Okay. I think that's what we want. Let's just take a cross section, look inside. Yes, okay. So make sure you don't have double on, because that will make your life a hell. Don't want that. This is no hell Monday. Okay. And let me turn off some other, turn off this collar for a second so you can see what we're doing up there. Actually, I could probably just chop that whole neck off. Yeah, I should do that. Let's see. We'll do that soon. Actually, can we do that now? Oh, I'll wait till later. Alright. So now I should be able to go in here and let's turn this guy back on so we can see our cummerbund. Alright, so I want to take our deformation and turn that to deflate. There we go.